All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. And it's another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday, and I am here with another album. This one is called Have You Seen, with a question mark, by Rampage. So this is my second Rampage album I'm reviewing here. So this joint came out June the 6th, 2006, and it was recorded from 2005 up to 2006. So this joint was under Sure Shot Records, and even though you do on the album cover, you do see the logo for Flipmode Squad, there's no Flipmode Squad mentioned in terms of the label or anything like that. So that's pretty interesting. So now let's look at the producers involved here. So we got Michael Curlew, who was the executive producer, Alexa Motley, who was also the executive producer, Rampage was executive producer, Felony Music was also executive producer, Prayton, DJ Scratch, Mac G, the Boogeymen, the Neptunes, so yes, Pharrell in the house, Young T Strickland, Teray, and DJ Blaze, who was, I'm assuming, co-producer, not co-producer, but co-executive producer rather. All right. Not a lot of info on this album. It did not make the chart. It does not have any singles, apparently, or anything like that. But there are a grand total of 27 tracks. That's a lot of tracks. Now, if we go through these tracks, let me count it up real quick. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and by the looks of it, there are 6 tracks here that are actually skits. So yeah, and the funny thing is about like 3 of them are called skit. Like the name of those tracks are called skit. I crap you not. So if we do the math, 27 minus 6 equals 21, which means I can still give you guys a top 5 and not a top 3. All right, so let's get on with it. So the first track is called Intro. Yeah, that's it, and that's one of the 6 skits. Next up is Who's That, featuring Lady Day, not Rooster Day, not Lana Day, but Lady Day. Track number 3 is called Buster Skit. So within the first 3 tracks, we got 2 skits already. Oh, it gets crazier than that. Track number 4 is called Going, without the second G. Going Out of, O-U-T-T-A, Going Out of Business, featuring Busta Rhymes. And even though track number 3 is called Buster Skit, so yes, Busta Rhymes is doing the skit there. This is the only track that features Busta Rhymes. In fact, I'll do you one further. This is the only track to feature a member of the Flipmode Squad. So that's pretty interesting. Track number 5 is called Skit. So within the first 5 tracks, we got 3 skits. That's crazy. And now in the good way. Track number 6 is called Incredible, featuring, once again, Lady Day. Track number 7 is called Flip It, featuring Sean Paul, followed by Stack Chips, featuring Felony Music. So a lot of tracks. Really, every single song in the first 10 tracks are either skits or feature somebody. And it's continued, speaking of which. Track number 9 is called Skit. There it is again. And then track number 10 is called Personal, featuring Felony Music again. So again, within the first 10 tracks, like 4 of them are skits and the 6 are actual songs, but they all feature somebody. Yeah, there you go with that. Now track, it's starting to get better as, you know, we go through the track. So track listings rather. Track number 11 is called Freeze, followed by Hold Up. Not that type of Hold Up, but I just feel like saying that. So Hold Up is track number 12, followed by Break It Down. D-Generation X, what up? So yeah, it's called Break It Down track. Break It Down, not Breaking, Break It Down. Break It Down. Break It Down. Not that one either. But anywho, it's called Break It Down, track number 13. Track number 14 is called No Love in the Room, followed by Come On Now, featuring DJ Cool. Track number 16 is called I'm Rolling, without the G. I'm Rolling With You. Track number 17, finally, we got the third and final regular skit, rather. And then track number 18 is called Badness, followed by Set It. And then track number 20 is called Ball All Day, followed by Riding Dirty. Again, no G in Riding. Track number 22 is called If I Rule the World, featuring Hollywood Dave, not the Nas version. Track number 23 is called Outro. So this is the 6th and overall last skit of the album. Track number 24 though, called Game Lock, followed by Let's Get It. Hang on, let me do this again. Let's get it on. Yeah, so they actually used DMX soundbite for this song here, which is called, again, Let's Get It On, featuring City Boys with a Z. Track number 26 is called Nothing in This World. And then the last track is called Native New Yorker. So again, there are no singles for this album. So I can jump straight into it. Give you guys my best tracks off this album from worst to first. Alright, so I want to talk about this. The outro got a really good beat. The beat was really cool there. Alright, so moving on. The worst track off this album is Baller Day. That beat was just bland. So yeah, there you go with that. Next up is Game Lock, and the beat there was pretty decent. You know, no big deal, whatever. Next up is If I Rule the World. The beat was straight. Same with Hold Up, then Freeze. Set It. The beat there was unique, but it was still straight. Ride and Dirty was also just straight. Let's Get It On. That beat was cool, and like I said, they used the DMX soundbite for that Let's Get It On part. Next up is Who's That rather. Now that kick drum bangs, and the start of the first verse was but it was a unique beat at the same time, so it was pretty good. It was pretty good. The next track is Break It Down. The beat there was cool, and they should have took out that sound effect in the background. There's this sound effect that you hear in the background of this beat, and it's like it's not necessary. It does nothing for the beat. Should have left that off. Next up is Flip It. The beat was cool. Same with Incredible. Nothing in This World. The beat was really cool. I really like the drums there. And then we got Game Lock. Again, the beat was really cool there. And again, I like the drums on that one. Stack Chips was cool. And the snare at this, it sounds similar to snares in the other tracks prior to this one. So if we go back to the track listings, Stack Chips was the 8th track off this album. And listening to this, and remember, prior to that, 3 of these 8 tracks were skits. So about, I'm gonna say 2, it's more than 2. At least 3 out of the first 5 actual songs off the album, the snares sound familiar. And I'm like, why? But you know, there was some variety later on, but early on, if you would have listened to this album from like actual beginning and go from track to track to track without shuffling the tracks, you would think that the snares kind of sound similar to each other from different tracks within the first 8 tracks. So that are not skits, right? Anyway, moving on. I'm Rolling With You. The beat is really cool. Really like the drums. Now there's this screaming sound effect in the background. They should have took that off. And then Come On Now. Now Come On Now, I had to leave that off because of what took over the number 5 spot. I like the snare and the beat was really cool. So yeah, Come On Now is the 6th best track off this album. Now I'm about to give you guys my top 5 tracks off this album. Native New Yorker is the 5th best track off this album. The beat is really cool. I like the sample that he used. The lyrics sound generic in the first verse because it talks about what's going on in New York and, you know, how he's in New York and things of that nature. And I'm like, that's not exactly original. You know, when you do a song about a city or where you're from, there are some cases where you do that. Yeah, I'm from New York, where this is, stuff like that. Now, I ain't saying his exactly sound like that, but it still sounds generic, like that first verse anyway. So, yeah, but it's still, that beat was still dope as heck though. Next up is Going Out of Business featuring Busta Rhymes. The beat was really cool here. And I'm debating on whether or not they should have used a different snare in this beat. Either way, the beat was really cool, and this is the 4th best track off this album. If they would have used a different snare and that snare sounded good, it could have went higher. But yeah, 4th best track off this album, Going Out of Business. Next up is Badness. And this joint was kind of hard. It's really dope, and I really like the drums here. Badness was really, really cool right there. Next up is No Love in the Room. This joint is semi-mellow, and like throughout the beat, the drum change. And when the beat breaks down and then that different snare came out, they should use a different snare or just stick with that one snare, because there was if you can't even call it a snare, because it was really cool, but then when the beat changed and they used a different snare, I'm like, no, don't do that. And if they want to change the snare, they should have picked a different one. But the beat is sick nevertheless. 2nd best track off this album. And the 1st best track off this album is Personal featuring Felon Music. So this beat is dope as heck though. The drums really make this track, and the bass line is in second in terms of making this track. Personal was really, really, really dope. And here's the thing, there's no professional ratings for this album, so we can get straight into it. What does True Inferno think about this album? Okay, let me break this down for you guys real quick. The album I reviewed last week, which was a really long title and things of that nature, and that one was Scout's Honor by Ray of Blood. That album is better than this one, I will admit. But I'm gonna give this one a 3.5 out of 5. I recommend you download it and you listen to it yourself, because Personal is really dope. No Love in the Room is really, really cool. Badness is really cool as well. Like, that one's dope. And then Going Out of Business, that one's really cool. Native New Yorker, I really like the sample there. So there's a lot of good tracks on here, but there's some that was like, okay, it was decent, whatever. And then there was like one that was like, I don't know about that. But yeah, it got some potential. And again, Personal and No Love in the Room, those two really stands out the most in my opinion. 3.5 out of 5. I recommend that you download it and, you know, try it out. See for yourself if you want to keep it or not. So with that said, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, the new Jay Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.